Prepare yourself to uncover the darkest and most chilling legends of Japan. These tales defy logic and will leave you questioning everything. From sinister games that summon spirits to the eerie tale of the Slit-Mouthed Woman, these Japanese urban legends turn the mundane into the horrifying, twisting reality into a nightmare you won't soon forget. Dim the lights, put on your headphones, and hold your blanket tight. The journey begins now. Imagine walking through your school late at night. The halls are eerily silent, illuminated only by flickering lights. Every sound feels amplified, every shadow more menacing. The air carries a strange mix of cleaning supplies and a musty, ancient scent. You think you're alone, but are you really? The legend of Hanako-San begins with an innocent game of hide and seek. Years ago, a young girl named Hanako sought the perfect hiding spot. She climbed to the third floor and entered the third stall of the girls' bathroom. Closing the door behind her, she waited in silence. But something horrifying unfolded. Footsteps echoed in the hallway, followed by a chilling voice calling, "Hanako, let's play." Thinking it was one of her friends, she opened the stall door. But the hallway was empty. Before she could scream, she was attacked and killed. Since then, Hanako's ghost is said to haunt the same bathroom stall, waiting for someone to play with her, just like that fateful day. Summoning Hanako-san involves a dangerous ritual. You must go to the third floor, enter the third stall, and knock 3 times. Then ask, "Hanako, are you there?" If the legend is true, a faint voice will reply, "Yes." If you see small feet under the stall door, it's already too late. Hanako-san will pull you into the stall, mistaking you for her murderer. Over the years, students have shared chilling encounters. Unexplained footsteps, whispers, and cold, ghostly presences. If you're ever at school late at night, avoid the third floor. And whatever you do, don't answer mysterious voices in the bathroom. Have you ever felt uneasy in a public restroom at night? The silence, the dripping faucet, it's unnerving. This legend takes the mundane and turns it into a nightmare. Imagine being alone, only to hear a calm but chilling voice saying, "Red paper or blue paper?" If you choose red, your fate is gruesome. You'll be slashed so violently that your blood drenches the room. If you choose blue, suffocation awaits, your face turning blue as life fades away. Refusing any paper is your only escape. Say, "I don't need paper," and you might just survive. Many claim to have felt an eerie presence in such moments. The air feels heavier, the walls seem to close in. Next time you hear an unfamiliar voice in the restroom, think twice before responding. In Japanese culture, the number 4 is synonymous with death. But one legend takes this superstition to terrifying heights. Imagine being at school at 4:44 a.m. The hallway's empty except for the sound of your footsteps. You enter the bathroom, turn on the light, and see your reflection. But at this cursed hour, something else may appear. A pale child with hollow eyes stares back. If you lock eyes too long, the child will switch places with you. You'll be trapped in the spirit world, unseen, unheard, and forgotten. Avoid mirrors at night, especially at 4:44 a.m. Some doors are better left unopened. Imagine being in an old house, one filled with stories and secrets, with cracked walls and creaking wood. The house is quiet, but the feeling of being watched is almost palpable. This is the house where the legend of the crack girl comes to life. On a silent night, you find yourself alone. The lights are low, casting strange shadows in every corner. Everything seems normal, except for this uncomfortable feeling of being watched. She watches, waiting for the right moment to reveal herself. The legend says she was once a young girl who loved playing hide and seek. During one such game, she decided to hide in the walls of her home. However, tragedy struck. She became trapped, unable to escape. Days turned into weeks, and her cries for help eventually ceased. By the time she was found, it was too late. Her spirit, restless and vengeful, now haunts the cracks of every house she visits. If you feel her presence, you must be cautious. Looking directly into the cracks for too long is said to anger her. Witnesses describe seeing her pale, gaunt face and hollow eyes staring back at them. She doesn't move, but the dread of her gaze is enough to paralyze anyone with fear. Some have reported hearing faint whispers emanating from the walls. Others claim to feel a cold, skeletal hand brush against their skin. The legend warns, if the crack girl decides to emerge fully from her hiding spot, it will be to claim a new victim. Her victims are said to disappear without a trace, leaving behind only an eerie silence. So if you ever find yourself alone in an old, creaky house, and you feel eyes watching you, think twice before investigating the cracks. The crack girl may be closer than you think, ready to pull you into her world of shadows. Imagine walking home at night along the train tracks, the air crisp and quiet. Suddenly, you hear it, a faint scratching sound, growing louder with each step. The legend of Teke Teke begins. Teke Teke is the ghost of a woman who was tragically cut in half by a train. Her lower body was completely severed, and she met a painful and horrifying end. Now, her spirit roams the world, seeking revenge and her missing legs. The name Teke Teke comes from the sound she makes as she drags her torso along the ground. Witnesses describe her as swift, despite her lack of legs. The legend says she moves faster than you can run, no matter how hard you try to escape. Teke Teke often appears near train tracks, where her tragic death occurred. If you encounter her, she will ask you this chilling question: "Where are my legs?" Answer carefully, for your response may determine your fate. Some say she will spare you if you tell her the truth about her legs. Others believe no answer can save you from her wrath. Those who fall victim to Teke Teke are said to meet a gruesome end, their bodies severed in the same way as hers. Her presence is a stark reminder of the dangers of lingering near train tracks at night. So, if you ever hear a scratching noise in the darkness and the sound of Teke Teke approaching, run. But know this, you may not be fast enough. Imagine walking home late at night, the streets deserted, when suddenly, a woman wearing a surgical mask appears in front of you. She looks ordinary at first glance until she asks, "Am I beautiful?" The question seems harmless, but your answer seals your fate. If you say yes, she removes her mask, revealing a horrifying sight. Her mouth is slit from ear to ear, creating a grotesque, permanent smile. "How about now?" she asks. If you react with fear or say no, she attacks you with a pair of scissors. The legend says there is no easy way to escape the slit-mouthed woman. Some claim you can confuse her by responding with a question of your own, buying enough time to flee. Others suggest offering her a sweet treat to distract her. But the truth remains, encountering the slit-mouthed woman is a gamble. Her presence is a chilling reminder of Japan's eerie urban legends and the thin veil between the ordinary and the terrifying. Japanese legends are more than just stories. They reflect fears, beliefs, and the mysteries of the unknown. From haunted schools to cursed numbers, these tales remind us that sometimes the scariest things aren't in the dark, but hidden in plain sight. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the scariest legends of Japan. Don't forget to comment and subscribe for more urban legends. And remember, the next time you hear an unfamiliar noise or feel an unsettling presence, it might just be one of these legends coming to life.